Okay guys, in this video we're going to talk about what can you do with Facebook. Now, a lot of this might seem pretty repetitive, but I'm going to try to give you a little broader overview of the things that you can do with Facebook in regards to all of the things that we've talked about. So, we've heavily talked about advertising. Obviously, you can advertise with Facebook. You can target your buyers and sellers. You can promote an event. You can run a promotional contest, promote a listing or a purchase, a just listed, just sold. And you can also promote a niche. So a lot of agents specialize in a specific area, right? And so Facebook allows you to become an authority in that space because your audience is constantly hearing about your work with a specific group. Seniors come to mind. A lot of realtors specialize in senior citizen care, not just the sale of their home, but all of the other areas around becoming a senior citizen and owning a home, and all of the things that you can do and partner with other professionals to help seniors. The same goes for first-time home buyers, right? Some folks like to specialize in first-time home buyers because they're a younger agent perhaps, and they can associate more with first-time home buyers than, say, a senior citizen. But you can become an authority in the condo or townhome space or the luxury space, right? There's a bunch of different authorities that you can target on Facebook. And so one of the things that your business page allows you to do is, promote and become that authority in that space. So one of the other things that you can do is go digital. So when we say become an authority, that might mean that you start branding yourself as the senior specialist. And in order to do that, you want to provide information to your potential audience. How do you do that? Well, you can have, certain Q&A type classes where you're recording a minute or 2 minute long audio of you explaining a specific, answer to a question that you commonly get in regards to seniors. Capital gains perhaps, or wills and trusts, things that you're not necessarily authorized to speak about legally, but that you do have information about, right? And of course that'll all bleed into your entire business plan where you have other people in your life, other professionals that you can refer this business to, but ultimately you want to be the resource for them whenever they have a question about anything related to their livelihood. We want them to come to you, and one way to always do that is to just constantly give them information to commonly asked questions. So one of the things we really promote is to go digital and teach classes. Send these little 1 to 2 minute long videos and post them to Facebook so that your audience can digest them. And you're creating these digital lessons, and you're kind of teasing them to your audience because we don't want to give them literally all the information. We want them to come to us for all the information. And so what we'll do is we'll show you how to create call to actions. If you want more information, click here. Right? We want them to give us their email or their phone number so that we can have a conversation with them, because ultimately that's really where it's going to, your business is going to lead. The call to action is going to lead to some sort of business, right? And of course when you start talking to them and engaging with them, that's when you close for an appointment, and you want to get them, qualified and see, are they somebody that needs a real estate transaction, in the short term. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a long-term thing. But either way, you've qualified them, and they know that you're the expert. So when they do need it, you're the person that they're going to work with. So as a quick example of going digital, I created a first-time homebuyer webinar, and basically what that means is you've had your first-time homebuyer classes where people show up, and you partner with a lender, and you tell them all about qualifying for a home, and you get their information and you follow up with them. Well, I'm just doing that digitally, right? So I have a lender that created a PowerPoint presentation about what it takes to qualify for a home, how to qualify, what income is used, what isn't used, can I use 401k, all of the different things that go into qualifying for a loan that first-time home buyers are really unsure about. And what we did was we recorded it. Doesn't have to be video, we did audio. And we advertised on Facebook for our first-time home buyer webinar. And essentially, you get a lot of millennials who are, considering purchasing a home, and they don't have the time or the wherewithal at this point to, go and sit in a 2-hour class, and they can watch it digitally in the comfort of their own home at their own pace. And you find that works really well, and that in that demographic, right? And as a result of that, we get their email address, and then we create a follow-up campaign that just kind of drips them every so often to see how much further, how much closer they are to purchasing a home. So these are the things that you can do with Facebook. And it really starts to open up your creativity, because the normal real estate stuff, the door knocking and the cold calling, that stuff still works. And we're not saying that you shouldn't be doing that stuff if that's what you like to do. But this is a really good supplement to that business plan. And that's why we really encourage you to use Facebook.